Today is a day of deep contemplation. I took a page from Sahil Bloom's 5 Types of Wealth book. Implemented one of the ideas he had mentioned in his book that was inspired by what Bill Gates used to do, maybe still does. Bill would take a entire week and go into solitude, unplug from business and electronics and technology that he was very much ingrained in a part of, and just go into contemplative time. He would read, journal, and think just about where life was meant to be in the future, where his business would go, his volunteering, his time would go. And Sahil had a great idea, said he could never figure out a way to have a full week to do that kind of thing in his schedule, but thought he would implement a day. And then he had suggested 8 different thinking topics to contemplate and meditate on and really think about. And so I spent some time recently blocking off a day on my calendar and putting 8 one-hour blocks on the calendar. And then in each of those blocks, they were separated by about 15 to 30 minutes each, depending on how things lined up. With the thought between each of the 1-hour blocks, go walk, clear your mind a little bit, commune with nature. But each of the 1-hour blocks has a question or a topic to contemplate and think about. And so the format that I've implemented is at the top of each one of those hours, I read the question to myself, and I set a meditation timer, and I go into deep meditation for 20 minutes. And it's not that I'm really contemplating things during the meditation. If anything, I'm clearing my mind and just allowing my mind to be totally free. Of course, it knows what the question is, but I'm just separating myself from my mind, from that question, from anything else, and just allowing my mind to be free and open, and allowing myself to connect with my true spirit. At the end of the 20 minutes, when the meditation bell goes off, I then set a 40-minute timer, and I begin to journal in free flow, everything that comes out related to the question. Sometimes it's multiple pages, sometimes it's a single page. But then I'll spend the time rereading what I wrote, because this is God coming out on the page. My mind is clear. It's coming out what needs to be done, what needs to be done for my life related to this question. And so I spend the time diving into it and rereading my answers, and then just in silent contemplation a little more and see, is there anything else that comes out? Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. And then I take a break and I rinse and repeat. As of now, I'm through the 3rd question, soon to be headed into question number 4, and I'll continue this until I get through 8 hours of the day in contemplation. More than 8 hours, take breaks in between, my walking breaks, but 8 hours in deep contemplation, unplugged from electronics. My phone is on do not disturb, computer's not on for the day, just me committing to these questions. What's even more potent and powerful about this one is today is day 4 of my 5-day water and coffee fast. So my mind is very clear and it's pretty powerful. So I encourage you, look into something like this for yourself. It's been a great exercise so far for me, and we'll see how it continues to go. I'll update you later. Cheers. So I'm through 5 of the 8 questions today, and it's surprising how mentally exhausting it can be to just be in deep contemplation and really think through. I have a lot of clarity overall, but a little surprised by how kind of tired I'm getting throughout the day. Again, mentally I feel clear, physically feel a little tired from going through everything, and still have 3 more hours worth of deep contemplation to go. So, and the questions keep getting deeper, it seems. So good stuff, and we'll see how it goes. All right. Wow. So I've never done anything like that. Completed my day now for 8 1-hour blocks of thinking time. It was pretty profound, intense, 8 different questions to ponder pretty deeply on. As mentioned before, I spent the first 20 minutes of each of those 8 hours meditating, like using the Insight Timer app and going into kind of deep breath work meditation. And so I'd also done about a 30-minute meditation this morning. So all told, that was more than 3 hours of meditation today. So definitely the most meditating that I've ever done in a day. And pretty awesome just to have the computer off all day, to be analog, disconnected from work and from really responding to things. So that was awesome. And it's today's a Wednesday, so that's highly unusual for me in the middle of a week on a Wednesday. And as mentioned, I did it in the middle of a 4-day or 5-day fast. I'm on day 4 of a 5-day fast. So clarity was very high, but energy was a little low, being on day 4 of a fast, as might be expected. Enjoyed the walks between my sessions. You generally did about a 10-minute walk in between sessions. I got a little tired later on, so I switched that out to just sitting out in the backyard by the pool and relaxing out there and enjoying nature. It's worth it. I highly suggest it. Try it out. A little different. And Amber and Kai, my wife and son, were both sick today, so they're like literally in the next room. So hearing those noises and things a little bit distracting. It'd be even better if you could do it in a place of solitude. It'd be awesome to do that. I've done this before, not this event. I've done a fast before out at the ranch, and that was great. But I think doing this thinking time thing, if you do it in a place of solitude, even better. However, there's always going to be some kind of excuses. So if it's between not having solitude and not doing it, do it. All right. Hope you enjoy. Hope you got something out of this. Hope you can do it on your own. And if you want to learn more about this, join us. Hit the subscribe button. Join us for more episodes and videos on parenting, doing hard things, systems for life, laundry hacks, and more. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.